Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud, trust the design. Tap in deep, let your soul shine. Shuffle that deck, destiny calls, wisdom pours down, breaking the walls. Ancestors whisper, I hear their tones, clairvoyant waves hitting your bones. Feel the beat, vibrations rise, energy surge in infinite skies. Pull the cards past future and now, answers reveal, just show me how. Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud, trust the design. Tap in deep, let your soul shine. Moonlight glowing, candles burn low, visions expand, let the magic flow. Hands touch the deck, spirit takes lead, guidance delivered, fulfill every need. Meka divine, channel aligned, messages flowing beyond space and time. Spirit speaks loud, trust the design. Tap in deep, let your soul shine.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Meka of Meka Divine Spiritual Guidance. In this all signs reading, we'll be going from Aries and we'll go all the way to Pisces. Keep in mind that time is fluid in tarot, so the messages in this reading could resonate for your past, your present, or your future. Also, the roles can be reversed in this reading, so take the messages that are for you and leave the rest. If you don't know your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, check out the link down below in the description box because there could be a message in any of those natal chart placements just for you. All right, y'all ready? Let's get into it. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another live. And on this particular live, what we're going to do is we're going to look at each of the 12 zodiac signs and see what is it that's going to be coming up unexpectedly. And hopefully we'll get some good messages, right? I'm always trying to dig deep and find a reading that really kind of speaks to what the people want to hear. And I think for a lot of you guys, you definitely are possibly interested in seeing if something else comes in that's more positive. So hopefully the messages are going to be more positive this time, but you just never know. It's just whatever comes out. Either way, these are the messages that Spirit wants you to hear. Big shout out to those that are already here on the live. My goodness, it's a lot of y'all already here. Y'all ready to go. I know that's right. Hey T Rose, how you doing? Hey Lisa, our amazing mods holding it down. They're going to help you guys navigate through the live chat. I just ask that if you do interact with us live on this live chat, you keep the chat clear and positive. We are a collective about helping, supporting, uplifting each other, and also letting Meka know if the messages resonate. So don't hesitate to say hello. Don't hesitate to let me know if it resonates or share your story. I also see that we have Miss Michelle holding it down, already in the #1 spot. What up, babe? Mr. Potato Head back on the scene. Good to see you, Mr. Potato Head. It's been a long time. We have a member of our soul tribe in the building. Big shout out to Nomi. And if you guys don't know much about my channel membership, it currently is only $9.99 per month. And the cool thing about the membership is there is a lot of cool perks exclusive for members of the channel. One of the cool things that I think that sets me apart from a lot of other tarot readers on YouTube is that your girl offers a free upfront personal reading just by joining the channel membership. Not only that, you also get 10% off any purchase on my website. You also get exclusive videos, shout outs, and live interactive chats that are exclusive for channel members. It is still fairly new. We're still getting it going, but tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, your girl will be live doing an exclusive video for my channel members on what they can expect in love and money for the month of August 2025. So it's not too late to jump on board to see what those predictions are going to be for your individual sign. But as you guys know, with any individual sign reading or collective reading on this channel, it is general. So if you would like for me to look specifically at your unique situation, check out my website where you can book your own personal reading with me. That's right. I can look deeply at any question that you have about love, money, career, life, whatever. So that's how you do it. Links are down in the description box below, or you can just visit my website, MekaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. All right, who else we got here, y'all? You know I got to give my people some love. Y'all here early. Y'all are here early. I love it. I love it. Oh, Shay in the building. Oh, Shay, look, Shay wants to do trivia night. I know. See, I thought about doing trivia nights. For those that don't know, I did I did this thing on this channel and it was called Trivia Night. And what I did is I gave you guys random questions about tarot or spirituality or symbols in tarot cards. And it was either hit or miss, right? It was fun because it was live and it kept a live score of all of your responses live. And I thought it was super cool, super fun. I just knew it was going to be a hit because I have not only you guys who are fans of tarot, I have fellow tarot readers that watch my channel. And so I thought this is a great way for us to come together as a community for those that are new learning tarot, but also those who are definitely more advanced to test their spiritual wisdom and tarot knowledge. Here is the thing, Shay, and I told Shay this because she loves it just as much as I do. The problem is everyone else didn't, okay? It didn't really hit like I thought it would. And unfortunately, to do trivia, I have to be subscribed to a particular website. So when you guys go live and answer the questions, it'll keep up your scores live and you guys see the questions live, see me on camera live and all that good stuff. I'm not going to pay for something y'all don't want to see. AKA, I'm not going to pay for something you guys are not going to partake in. And as you guys know, here on this platform, being a content creator, we don't make a lot of money, okay? We don't make a lot of money. And so it really was just my way of expanding your knowledge. But for those that do want to learn more about tarot, I do offer a tarot reading course on my website. So it's not all hope lost, right? There's still an opportunity to learn more about tarot, directly from your girl with a self-paced online course. And it is a little pricey, but it's not just the course. You get, different resources such as, let's see, you get a cheat sheet, you get a workbook to go along with the videos, step-by-step guidance with me, all the way from understanding each of the 78 tarot cards, learning about the Fool's Journey, all of that stuff that goes along with tarot. how to read tarot cards, how to, lay the cards out, all that stuff. So if anybody is interested in learning about tarot, I just dropped the link in the live chat. So you guys can click on that and learn more information. I do also offer ebooks for those that don't know on my website, besides just tarot reading. So your girl is full of fun stuff on my website, okay? And that is kind of really how I'm able to connect with you all more deeply. But I do love doing these all signs readings with you guys live to be able to show you guys that I'm the real deal. So check it out. But yeah, Shay, unfortunately, I know. She's like, dang, man. Unfortunately, Shay, it took a lot of time for me to put those trivia nights together, and it just wasn't hitting. I mean, I really wasn't getting the turnout that I wanted, and so we had to discontinue it. But if maybe later on, maybe at some point in the future, I may bring it back. We'll see. We shall see. BB is here. BB's ready for Aries. We're going to get to Aries in just a second, BB. Good to see you. Mary's here, ready for Aries. I see we have Miss Felicia in the building. Good to see you, girl. All right, y'all, we're going to get started. Bree's here too. Bree French, she said, hey, Meka. Hey, she's here early. My girl Destiny in the building. All right, y'all. So listen, we're going to go ahead and get started. As you guys know, we're going from Aries to Pisces. And in this particular reading, we're just going to see what comes out. It's whatever is that spirit is calling you guys to know unexpectedly headed your way. This can be in love, career, life, what have you. We just going to, you know, catch the vibe, as the young folks say, catch the vibe. All right, let's get started. We first have Aries. Don't forget, you guys, to like the video, show your girls some love. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, because every single month I do pick one lucky subscriber for a free personal tarot reading. Let's start off with Aries, y'all. If you don't know your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, there's a link down in the description box below, like I mentioned in the intro there. So check it out. Y'all know we're in retrograde all the way till August 11th, so beware of all of the side effects so that Mercury retrograde brings: communication, technology, the X's from the past popping up. But we'll see what's coming up for Aries. Let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aries. Aries, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What does an Aries see coming? We have the Four of Wands in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Many of you Aries could definitely be deciding to move on from someone or something that is no longer serving you. This could be a marriage. This could be a relationship. This can just be something that's not making you happy anymore. And what you don't see coming is that it's actually going to lead to things turning around in your favor. The reason why you're leaving this thing is because what it's done, it's not really shown you the type of cooperation or team effort that you need. This could be your family, this could be your friends, this could be a relationship. And it wasn't until you left this alone, where things start turning around for the better. You don't see that it's going to help you because, the first thing that you're thinking is, oh my gosh, like doom and gloom. Doom and gloom. I'm going to be alone, or I'm not going to have this person in my life. It's going to leave me in a space of losing money, being without. And that's not true. What you don't see is that it's actually going to help you. Yeah, it's actually going to help you for the better. And I love that. Actually, I will say this, that thing, whatever this is, was actually blocking your blessings. It was actually blocking your blessings. So moving on with it from it was divinely orchestrated. Yeah, like you're not too confident about this decision, but it's definitely going to help you. Yeah, it's like you being stingy and looking out for yourself for once. It's hard to do, isn't it? I'm talking to an Aries who's very selfless. So to be selfish for once, it's so hard. It's so hard, but it's actually a good thing. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit about who this person is that Aries needs to release? I have the Five of Swords in the reverse. I have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. And I also have the Four of Cups. It could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. The reason why you're doing this is because I think what you're realizing about this person is they're going to definitely want to work on things with you or be with you, but not for the reasons that you think. I think it's kind of driving them crazy, not having you be a part of their life, and they're going to fight for you. It feels like someone that gives you a hard time, but they're so kind of dependent on you. This is someone that needs you more than you need them. And that's the issue. You may kind of like notice that this person is more of a moocher than a help. And you kind of gotten tired. Again, it's kind of like staying with this person will make things worse for you. So in order to make things better in your life, you have to release it. Yeah. And be stingy. Why do I feel like this is a reading something about money and stability is a big factor here? Money and stability is a big factor. So if it was a marriage or a relationship, you guys could have had issues with the way this person was not giving or contributing to the relationship as much as you wanted. And it just wasn't stable and it wasn't making you happy. And you kept trying to let this person know, I need more, I need you to do more. All the while, this person was sitting pretty because of all of your time, effort, and energy. Yeah. So it doesn't change the fact that this person sees the potential in what this relationship can bring them. But what is it really offering you, Aries? And that's what you are starting to realize. And what you'll notice is that at the end of the day, if someone isn't giving you anything out of the deal, what are you really getting in return ultimately? Like, are you really helping yourself or hindering yourself? That's something that you have to be honest about. Mm, yeah. Mary says, true, it's the accuracy is 100%. And Mary goes on to say that it was a relationship she experienced. Yeah. And she goes on to say, he doesn't show his emotions. He is very distant, but he tells me he loves me. I'm sorry you had to go through that. Shay, my girl Shay, who's an Aries, says, yeah, you talked about this in the Aries readings multiple times. Yeah. But that the unexpected thing is that, as a collective, I feel like a lot of you Aries, some of you guys may be tempted. You may be tempted to stay in this or let this person back. And I think what you're not going to realize is releasing this or staying away from it. It's actually going to lead to more stability, more abundance in your life. And that's something that you have to really um, notice. Yeah. Yeah. Catherine says it was all a money thing for her and him. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. And she said this reading was on point. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So it may not resonate to everyone, but I'm getting, yep. And then she left. Yeah, correct. So that's what I'm getting. And what you don't see coming, Aries, is by leaving this person, you're actually going to be better off. It doesn't feel that way because I think you really have feelings for this person, but love is not enough. And I always tell people that in these readings, love is just never just enough. You need more. You definitely need more than that, especially if you want to build something long lasting. Again, your person could be an earth sign, a fire sign. I'm also getting Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. All right, Aries, that's what we got. Again, big shout out to our beautiful Destiny showing out already and supporting the channel. Thank you, love, so much for the $4.99. I appreciate it. Sponsoring today's read. Speaking of which, don't hesitate, guys, if you have it in you to want to just send a super chat to say thank you for the read. It would be nice. Thank you. I usually use my contributions to the channel to buy more tarot cards, more equipment, things like that. I did order a very fancy deck. I checked my mailbox before my trip and after, and it still hasn't come. So I checked the website. It's currently stuck in Memphis, or let's say it's en route. I don't know. Maybe it's coming internationally. I have no idea. But I'm so excited about this tarot deck, and it was all made possible due to the donations from amazing subscribers like Destiny. So thank you guys so much for those that are supporting the channel through your generous contributions. Thank you. You're welcome, Mary. We got Taurus next, y'all. Any Tauruses in the building? Any Tauruses? We got T Rose, who is a Taurus moon, and she complimented on the deck. For those that don't know, this is the golden waterproof tarot deck that I do sell on my website. So for those that are interested in this tarot deck, it's very nice. It's very fancy and shiny and pretty. And what I love about it is it's waterproof. What happens is if you order this tarot deck off of my website, you get this deck autographed by me with a very intimate, personalized message. You also get a free tarot reading cheat sheet, all of that. So this is, again, one of those other products I sell on my website. I don't use it too much on this channel, but I'm featuring it tonight for those that want to check it out, see what it's like. It's very, very fancy. And the reason why I don't is because I have all this lighting. So sometimes the glare kind of hurts my eyes, especially if I have it right here, but it's so pretty. So any tarot readers out there or new tarot readers, as you can see, it's a Rider-Waite tarot deck. Just fancier. There we go. Of the lights in the building, hey. And Alicia is here and she's new. Hey, Alicia, welcome. Don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel because every single month I do pick a lucky subscriber for a free person tarot reading. Thank you, ladies. Thank you so much. Yeah, this is a beautiful deck, isn't it? Look how pretty. So yeah, I sell it and your box will have my autograph on it and a nice little message and shipped directly to you. So if you're interested in it, is the links down in the description box below, and I'll also just put it in the live chat. Okay. All right, y'all, let's do this. All right, Taurus, let's see what you got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about what Taurus doesn't see coming that they need to be made aware of, Spirit. We have Six of Wands. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Sun. Taurus, you're definitely going to receive a lot of attention. Okay. You're going to get a lot of attention. You may not see this coming, but I think what you have to do is get out of your head and not let this attention um, make you think so negatively about what people are trying to do. It's actually something that's going to make you very happy. I think some of you guys are scared to move on to someone else. Yeah, a lot of you guys don't necessarily want this attention. Y'all not interested in um I guess talking to people or getting to know people. Some of you guys are just kind of like in this hermit mode or this grind mode, like getting your money, focusing on your stability, but you're going to get a lot of attention. It will get you thinking, but it's going to be one of those things where I tell you don't panic. Don't let this be you, Taurus. Like all this attention that comes, like, oh my gosh, what if these people are going to hurt me? What if these people are not genuine? Don't think about that, you know? What if I'm not good enough? What if, you gotta release those negative thoughts. You gotta release those negative thoughts, that lack mentality, because what you don't see is that you are going to be a hot commodity. You're going to be a hot commodity. Yeah. Underneath the deck with the Eight of Pentacles, the Six of Swords in reverse. What you also don't see coming is that somebody from your past possibly is going to be working their way to try to come towards you also as well. It looks like they kind of want to, again, still come in with the bad intentions. We did the reading last night, Taurus. Somebody that's coming in to kind of mooch off you. Six of Pentacles in reverse, it's kind of a greedy energy, one-sided relationship. And the reason why this person is doing that is for those reasons. So don't pay attention to the ex if they come back. But I do see other people that could definitely be coming in wanting to get to know you. Yeah, including people from your past. And that's what's going to scare you. Like a lot of you Tauruses have been really affected by this past person or this past relationship. So as you transition to being single or moving on from this, it doesn't stop you being looking amazing, and people wanting to get to know you, but it's this fear that you have that's kind of holding you back from your past. It's like you kind of psyching yourself out, saying, no, these people, they're probably going to hurt me too, things like that. So let's see, these people that give Taurus attention, what is their true intentions? Ace of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Wands, Ten of Wands. I'm getting a lot of passion from these people, but they're going to wait because they're going to see how stressed you are. They're going to see that you're going to be one of those people that's going to push them back. So I'm getting a lot of attraction, like I'm saying, like they're attracted to you. But if you keep pushing them away, then of course you'll scare them off. So you got to be careful with that. It's like you're in a very powerful position right now, Taurus, to manifest what you want in your life as the magician. So, be careful with your thoughts and what you're thinking. That's what you need to know. Like, there it is. You got to, manifest responsibly. And sometimes we manifest things subconsciously by simply thinking the worst instead of hoping for the best. So, I think that's the message of what you got to do. Start thinking more positively because I love that for you, especially after what a lot of you guys have been through. A lot of fire here. Aries, Leo, Sag, and air, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. You are the people that are coming towards you could have that predominantly in your chart. All right, Gemini, you're next. Let me know if it resonates, Tauruses. Some of you guys may have already started to get some of that attention. Some of you guys not quite yet, but it's coming. It's definitely coming. Ashley says, sounds about right to her. Look, and Miss Angie said, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready, Mika. I'm ready for this new attention. Yes, honey. Get ready, Taurus. Y'all looking good these days. That's what I heard. Shoot. 6 of Wands, baby. 6 of Wands. You're going to be, ooh, you're going to be like, pipe down, get back. And look, it's not just people actually saying stuff to you, Taurus. Like, one thing I will say about Taurus is you guys have style. You have this look about you. I know Tauruses in my life, typically you guys are into fashion and the way you look and the way you carry yourself. And so, even people just looking like, wow, this Taurus, she's dressed nice, or she looks good, or he looks good, or he dresses nice. So even if people don't say anything, they're just gonna, you're gonna notice more people looking at you or more people approaching you. You're just gonna give off this energy that's just, you know, one of those things people just can't stop but notice. It's all about you being inviting it in. And I talk a lot about if you're looking for love, if you're single and ready to mingle, be inviting, smile, you know, um, don't be scared to say hello and don't expect them to want to marry you tomorrow, but just be, get some practice, talk to people, see where it goes. All right, Taurus, good luck to you. And if you want the attention, y'all got to get out the house too, because some of you Tauruses are in the house under a rock, like Mika. I need you to get outside. Oh boy. Okay, Gemini, let's do this. Any Geminis in the building? Any Geminis? As T Rose says, don't be shy, guys. Don't forget to say hi. I love it. Yeah, so don't be scared to interact, even if it's just saying hello or dropping your sign in the chat. That's what keeps me going. Michelle's in the building. Hey, Michelle representing for Team Gemini. She said, we put the gem in Gemini and feeling extra fly. I heard that. We got Holly. Hey, Holly. Representing for Gemini. Okay, Gemini, let's see what we got. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Gemini see coming that they need to be made aware of, Spirit? We have the Knight of Wands. We got the Seven of Swords. And we have the Knight of Swords. Gemini, you're definitely going to be getting some type of message or forward movement and action coming towards you from someone that's embodying this Knight of Wands energy. The reason why they're coming towards you is because they need your help. But they're not going to be up in front and honest about this, okay? Also keep in mind that Knight of Wands energy is very fast movement, very unexpected, very impulsive. Um, and it looks like this is possibly for a lot of you guys, someone that you already know. Tell me about this Knight of Wands a little bit more, Spirit. Four of Cups, Five of Cups in the reverse, and Seven of Wands. Yeah, this is someone that feels rejected by you. This could be an ex, or this could be someone that you have pushed away out of your life. And so here they come because they need you. They're feeling alone and they're feeling like you're just pushing them away. Yeah. They're tired of this guarded energy. And it's like, hey, Gemini, hello, are you there? You know, one of those types of things. Now, what I'm noticing about this person is they're not coming in to just be upfront and honest with you and say, okay, hey, I'm coming in because I need help. I'm coming in because I feel alone. They're not gonna be honest about how much they've um, been worried or stressed. Possibly there's something here going on with you guys where this person was not the most honest person before, and they're still operating this way. If you're not careful, though, um, this person will not stick around. They're not going to be consistently cooperative, but they may sell that to you and say, hey, I want to work on things. I want us to see where this thing can go. But the truth of the matter is, this person is coming in because they've been through hell and back since there's been a separation and they don't want to lose you. They look at you as a very valuable asset in their life. With the Four of Pentacles, you know, they feel like, you know, to lose you would be losing a valuable asset in their life. And they're not going to offer much. That's what you need to know. Underneath it, that's all they have to offer is a Page of Pentacles, you know, and they're hoping that's going to be enough to make them feel better, make them happy. So as far as them being consistently present to make you feel that way, I don't see that. I think this person has lack of maturity and they're inconsistent for a lot of you, but it has a lot to do with the Seven of Swords energy. Yeah. They're not going to tell you they need you more than you need them. Again, another moocher type of energy. So let me see. And by the way, I didn't tell you guys the energy here. Mostly air is, you know, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini coming through in fire, Aries, Leo, Sag. I want to see what is their real motivation. What are they keeping hidden? I think it has to do with they need help. But let's see if I can get some more on that. Michelle says, God dang it, why they always come back for Gemini? We ain't dumb. Exactly. Air signs be already on the game, right? Yep. And Holly says, yep, that's the problem. They always need Gemini's help, right? Lord. All right, let's see. So what is this person's real and honest, true motivation for showing up? Spirit, what is it? Yeah. King of Pentacles in reverse. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. King of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Swords, and the Five of Wands in reverse. See, you holding back makes them feel like their life has turned upside down. You brought a lot of stability, a lot of security in this person's life. You may be doing way better than this person. So it was very devastating when you start holding back and you just kind of given up. Like, caring. And I feel like this person has kind of waited to see, like, are you going to let up? And they're noticing you're not. So here it is, them wanting to take action towards you. They don't want the drama anymore. You guys could have been a very argumentative, combative couple, and that could have been the issue about the reciprocity. And they want to make amends. They want to talk and say, hey, I want peace. But really, underneath the surface, what you don't expect is that this person just really needs your help. They just really need your help, and they want to, um, they feel betrayed by you that you've pulled back because of the benefit of being with you. Does that make sense? For a lot of you guys, it makes sense if you know what I mean. Any advice for Gemini spirit on this? Yeah, the advice is know for what it is. I've already told you guys this person is not coming in with anything that's going to benefit you. With the justice in the reverse, come on, guys. Come on now. Yeah, this person cannot be trusted. It's right here. And a lot of you Geminis don't trust this person anyway, which is why a lot of you guys had to let this person go. And that's the advice. Don't trust it. It's not going to be in your favor, but it's unexpected because a lot of you guys may have thought this thing is over. You're moving on with your life. You're trying to move forward, and all they got for you is a gosh darn breadcrumb. Nobody got time for that. Okay. Very immature individual. Yep. Very immature individual that a lot of you guys like Lee had to cut off because you ain't got time. You know, I mean, you're not going to continue to support someone who's not going to support you. And they're going to be very slick with it and come through with the, I'm sorry, I'm going to do better, all of that. And that's a bunch of BS. It's right here. I mean, it don't matter how many spreads I pull, it's kind of saying the same thing. So that's what you need to know, Gemini. I hope that helps. We are in Mercury retrograde, so the dreaded exes that you don't even expect will pop up. And it's the one that you know needs your help. Okay. So be prepared. Be prepared. All right. Let me know if it resonates. We got Cancerians next. Any Cancerians in the building? Thank you, Geminis, that are on the live for holding it down. Holly says, yep, definitely resonates for her. Man, y'all, man. I think at the end of the day, like people got to recognize you can't be in a relationship and expect the other person to be okay with carrying the whole relationship, and I feel that sometimes you have these toxic karmics that show up in our lives because they know you're good people. They know that you are willing to support them. And some of us support people on the front end, hoping to get something on the back end in return. And I say, never date down to where the point where you're trying to build a man up or build a woman up. You need to date somebody that's turnkey ready, like a house. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's ready to go. Once you date somebody that's at your level, then you don't have to worry about that person not being good enough or not meeting your expectations. And for people who are high vibing, sometimes it can be hard to find someone at that level. And I'm not talking about attraction level, I'm talking about character level, and I'm talking about lifestyle level. So, for example, I was watching a YouTube video from an influencer that I follow. Very, very good content creator. He does a channel primarily on dating and relationships. I've been following him for years. And one of the things he said in his video that really stood out to me, and it's something that I've been kind of telling my friends that are single for a very long time, is we got to stop falling in love with the potential of someone, and we have to stop falling in love with attraction. So, for example, if we see somebody on the surface who looks very attractive, but what about their character? Because character is currency. How they show up in the world. What is their spiritual walk? Do they follow moral code? Are they going to treat you right? Are they going to respect you? We overlook guys and girls who we would rate possibly a 6 or a 7, but we want to chase people that's top tier, the 9s or the 10s. But we know the ones that are the 9s or the 10s are the players, right? They're the ones, they know they look good and they can have any woman or any man that they want. And a lot of times those people are not people of good character because it comes easy. But what about the people who are average? The ones that are not necessarily ugly, but they look okay, right? They look decent. We got to give those people a shot because a lot of times those people, not all of them, let me get that correct. Sometimes those people are great partners. And they're great partners because a lot of times people overlook them. And so they're in the same boat as a lot of us where we genuinely just want love. But some of us, we date too high, meaning we date someone for the wrong reasons. We look at him and we say, oh, he's too short. Y'all on this kick about a guy has to be 6 feet and taller. Well, it doesn't matter. How's the guy treat you? And for fellas, same thing with the ladies. Oh, they got to have all these things. But what is the difference between preferences and standards? There is a difference. Standards are what is the thing that you would say are non-negotiables. Preferences are things that, hey, okay, they're a little shorter. Hey, they may not have the best style. Preferences are things that people in most cases can change or you can overlook because how they are and how they treat you is more important. Does that make sense? And so going back to the Gemini read, the reason why I bring this up is because Gemini, just thinking about your person, like, what made you fall in love with this person? Was it because you were falling in love with the potential that this person could do better? Or were you actually falling in love because this person showed you that they're a good person? And in most cases, us ladies, we think we can improve a man, make a man better or be something that they're not. And we got to stop that. We got to start looking at it for what it is. Very powerful lesson there that I've had to learn over the years. And so it's hard. It's very hard. And I get a lot of people that watch my channel and say, man, all these men out here are broken. All these women are broken. Well, there are good people. There are. We just got to look in the right places. Some of us are vetting the wrong people or we're talking to the wrong people. We're talking to someone based on the wrong things instead of the right things. And that's something to consider if you're seriously trying to date stuff. Let's do the Cancer read, y'all. Hey, Connie. Hey, Patricia. All right, Cancerians, we're going to get right into it. Thank y'all so much for coming to the live. Don't forget to hit the like button. All right, Spirit, tell me about Cancer. Tell me about Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Cancer see coming that they should be made aware of, Spirit? We have the Four of Swords. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. All right, Cancers, what you don't see coming is that you're going to take some time for yourself. Okay. And what I mean by that is I'm talking to specifically to Cancers who don't really desire to be in a relationship right now. You just want to like focus on yourself, and Spirit saying is actually a good thing. I think there needs to be time, a time for you to kind of just stand in your power. And what it's going to do is it's actually going to lead to you getting to a better space to attract that abundance that you want in your life. You're actually going to end up spiritually evolving and growing to become this empress. Now, there's no gender in tarot, but you will find that spending more time alone or taking a break from dating and pouring more into yourself and nurturing yourself is going to lead to more stability in your life. Many of you guys feel like dating's hard. I'm seeing that here. People come in and out. You may even go in and out of the dating pool. And you find that dating's disappointing, very disappointing. Sometimes you feel like, what am I doing? I'm only betraying myself. I just want love. I just want someone to love me, but these people keep letting me down. And the problem is because it's all divinely orchestrated for you to just take a moment to just take a break. It feels almost like you don't necessarily want this, but I'm here to tell you that it's actually a good thing. It's actually a good thing to wait. Yeah. So this is kind of like a brief detour that you don't see coming. And it's all for the greater good, as I say. It's all for the greater good. And if you already resonate with this story, meaning if you've already been on this spiritual path of being alone and working on yourself, you're going to actually start noticing that you're going to start feeling better. I'm getting a Cancer that's just so like tired, like you're mentally, emotionally drained. I'm getting people that you've been involved with in the recent past just has totally broken you down to the point where your heart can't bear any more pain. And this is why your spirit guides are urging you to know like it's not anything that's going on with you. It's just the universe saying you just need this moment for yourself. You really do. And it's all for the greater good, but it's only a temporary pause. So if you feel like, okay, I'm not getting a lot of attention, I'm not getting a lot of play, you may not even have that strong desire to even date. Nothing's wrong with that. It's actually, kind of meant to happen like this. Yeah. I think a lot of you guys have a lot of pain and anger and resentment going on. And if you were to actually go out there and date impulsively, it's going to lead to another tower moment. You know, it's going to lead to another tower moment or another karmic lesson because there has to be a period of reflection and healing. And that's kind of where you guys are right now, unexpectedly. On the other side of this, you'll have a new offer. You'll have a new offer, a new beginning, Page of Cups. But it's hard. Let me say this. If you feel like dating, getting to know anyone kind of triggers you, that's how you know you're not ready. That's how you know this reading is for you. If you feel like dating and talking to people doesn't emotionally trigger you, and it doesn't emotionally trigger you, then you are ready, okay? That's how you'll kind of know the period of what I'm talking about. But the ones that feel like if I talk to someone, it kind of puts me in a space where I'm feeling a little triggered. That's when you know, yeah, that's the universe saying you're not ready for that. Yeah, you got to be focusing on yourself. We're kind of saying the same message. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Be selfish for a second, you know? And look at this, Nine of Pentacles. You'll notice that after a while, when you get to a space of being that Empress and that Nine of Pentacles, all these single cards, all these singles energies, when you get to that space of feeling abundant and stable on your own, you won't really care if you find someone or not. But I think you need to get to that point first before you'll be ready to move forward. All right, that's what I have for you, Cancerians. Good luck to you, Cancer. I hope that helps someone out there to not feel discouraged about your love life. It's actually just something going on in the ethers where unexpectedly that's what's happening for Cancer for now. If you're currently in a relationship, it's just saying like you may need to just take more time for yourself, like start doing things for yourself and not put too much focus on your partner. So it can work out either way, okay? It's very much needed, like self-care, self-love, stuff like that. All right. Patricia says, yeah, that's the plan. I'm exhausted and too fly, way too fly for this. I heard that. Yeah, take a break. That's all it's saying. Just take a little break. And it's a good thing. Taking a break is a good thing. We got mighty, mighty Leos next. Where the Leos at? Where the Leos at? Hey, Aquavise. What up? What up? All right, Felicia's still here. Hey, boo. Any other Leos here? Okay, Nomi's still here. Hey, Nomi. That's cool. Your birthday is 8/8. My son's birthday is 7/7. So I think that's cool when you have those repeating numbers. All right, Leos, let's see what you got going on here. Let's see. Spirit, tell me a little bit about mighty, mighty Leo. Leo, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me a little bit about what Leo doesn't see coming that they need to be made aware of. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Page of Swords. And we have the Three of Wands in the reverse. All right. So Leo, what you don't see coming is that you're going to be in a space of just ready to go a different direction, explore your options, step away from whatever doesn't serve you. Let's just call it that, okay? I think a lot of you Leos either have recently disconnected from someone and you're ready to move forward. Others of you are currently in a relationship and you'll find yourself wanting to leave that, okay? Either way, I'm noticing about your energy that you're really just kind of focusing on a different path. You're just trying to do something different than what you've been doing before. I think there's a lot of Leos here that have really noticed whoever you were dealing with, you've judged incorrectly. You gave them the benefit of the doubt and realized that it's just not going to work. You know, it's just not going to work. And it's a painful truth that you've had to realize. And this could be someone who ghosted you or abandoned you or is in and out of your life. And you just got tired of this, whoever this King of Wands in reverse is, getting like a lot of ghosting energy, abrupt ending, and you're just like letting it fly. I guess what you need to know, the fact that you're going a different direction is actually very wise. Is you're going to realize like letting this go was actually a very wise thing, and moving in silence, I'm getting you guys doing this secretly, moving in silence. It's actually for your benefit. It really is. You're going to be more in tune with your intuition, connecting more with spirit, learning a very powerful spiritual lesson, and rising in your beauty or handsomeness, fellas. You know, something about those Leos, you guys light up a room. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just step into the room and you guys look so good. And I feel like you stepping back, there's going to be this glow up. There's going to be this glow up about you. Queen of Wands is very desirable. You know, this is like the what I call it, the female player. Not to say you guys are a player, but you guys are definitely going to look like somebody who has options after such a disappointing time. And it kind of makes you kind of stand in your power and feel empowered, like, okay, I can move away from this. I can conquer anything. But this feels like a transitionary period. I don't think a lot of you guys are necessarily looking for another relationship. I would just say that you guys are ready to go a different direction. And unexpectedly, what you'll notice is that you're going to start feeling a lot better, and it's going to help you move forward. Yeah, you're going to let go of what you know isn't serving you, kind of what I was saying before. It's kind of repeating the message. So let me see if there's anything else. I want to see what is the benefits. I'm gonna see if there's anything that comes through Leo's, the benefits of moving away from this energy, what you guys can look forward to, especially since we're hitting Leo season. The mighty, mighty Leo season. All right. Spirit, can you give me a little bit more about what Leo can look forward to by going this other direction? We have the Five of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles. And we have the King of Wands. You know, it's going to be an ongoing battle, I would say, with getting past whatever you went through. I think a lot of you guys went through something very, very difficult. But what you're going to notice is having a fresh new start is going to make you happy. Some of you guys will begin to start talking to other people, getting to know people, and you're going to stand in your power. You know, earlier you were showing up as the Queen of Wands, and you know, it's pretty soon you're going to move towards this King of Wands. So you're going to take the lead. You're going to really set the tone of how people will or will not treat you. It's going to be a process, though. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. But what I'm noticing is that you're not letting up. You're not allowing yourself to fall short again or allow people to mishandle you again. You're going to stand in on business. But like I say, I don't think a lot of you guys want a relationship, right? Or to reconcile with that past person. I think you're just kind of in a flirty energy, which is good. You're talking to people, getting to know people. I'm getting dating phase type thing for some of you guys, but that as far as it goes. But unexpectedly, you're going to start really feeling in control of your life for the first time in a long time by sneaking away from this person. Yeah, by sneaking away from this person and moving on from them. I think a lot of them, the people that you guys were dealing with, were doing you pretty wrong. And I can look into what it was, but it's different for all of you guys. They definitely possibly did you guys very, very wrong. And it hurts. And I tell people all the time, when you're going through a healing journey, it takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. but over time it'll get easier and easier. And I'm noticing that about you. Eventually you'll go through a phase of feeling like, okay, I'm over it. I want some time alone. Then it's like, okay, wait, I'm a Leo. Let me get out here and let people know what's up, and then you'll start talking and flirting and stuff like that. But you're not going to fall short again. I don't see that. I don't feel like you're going to, go back to that people pleasing, taking the easy route, letting the wrong people in your life. Like you're not doing that anymore. And I love that. Yeah. So good luck to you, Leo. Tomorrow rings in Leo season. I know we have some cancers out there. If your birthday's today, you could be on the cusp. So watch both the Cancer and the Leo read to see if these messages resonate with you. That's what we have for you, Leo. Happy early birthday, mighty, mighty Leos. All right, Virgos is next. Yay, Leo season. Starts tomorrow. Yeah, Felicia says nothing serious. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Leos. Nothing serious for now, but that's progress and that's healthy. Taking time for yourself, stepping back, maybe flirting a little, getting to know people, but it just takes time. It just takes time. So be patient with yourself. Do know it's a good thing. You're doing exactly what you need to do. You're doing exactly what you need to do. And I think some of you guys need to hear that to know, like, okay, am I missing out on anything? Nah, you're not. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to do. You're very welcome, mighty, mighty Leos. Hey, Leo, babe. Hey. Felicia says the Leo read resonates. Awesome. All right. Virgo's next. We got Tammy in the room representing for Team Virgo. Let's see what we got, Virgos. I hope everybody's enjoying the reading so far. If you are, don't forget to hit the like button and show your girls some love and support. I would really appreciate it. Also, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. Let's see what we have for Virgo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Virgo see coming that they need to be made aware of? We have the Tower in the reverse. Yikes. Six of Wands in the reverse. And the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Virgo, be careful. I want Virgos to be very vigilant these next few weeks because I think you're in a period in time where you're going to begin to notice that you may not necessarily get the type of relationships, attention, desired communication. I'm just getting you. It just seems like things are going pretty bad. Okay. I'm not trying to wish anything bad on you guys, but I'm noticing in your energy here, what you don't see coming is that things are just not going to be working out too good. I want to look a little bit further so I can get more specifics on what this is. I'm not quite sure. Spirit, can you tell me a little bit more about what this warning is to Virgo? Seven of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so it's like, you know what it is? For a lot of you guys, we are in retrograde. So I'm getting two messages, okay? So stay with me, Virgo. Don't be cussing me out in the comments because I already know I can feel it. I can feel the temperature rising. You will possibly, some of you have someone from your past reach out, wanting to reconcile, wanting to revive this relationship from the dead. And it's not a good offer. This person's not really bringing much. They want to make peace with you. They don't want to fight and argue with you. They want to try to make amends. But I don't see this person giving you much of anything other than just coming in to want to have their ego stroked. Okay. Now, this can also work for those of you guys that are dating. If you're actively dating, a lot of you guys will experience people that are going to be operating out of the same karmic energy. So what does that mean? That means you guys are currently under like a karmic cycle that's coming up, like a spiritual test, as I call them, where there's some type of karmic lesson that still needs to be learned. That unfortunately, Virgo, if you're not careful, you're going to repeat a similar karmic cycle that you've experienced with your ex. So, for example, if you dealt with someone who was non-committal, not supportive, all of those types of things, toxic, what have you, you're going to notice that there's going to be some people that's going to show up in the similar energy. So why does this happen spiritually? This happens because you're not ready to evolve to the next level. A lot of you guys are not healed. You're moving too fast. Okay. So spiritually, that means that you're forcing yourself to be out there and date when you're not actually in a space of being healed and ready to date. And this is why I say, if you're still hurting from a past relationship, then, you don't need to actually be moving too fast. You need to allow yourself time to heal. Okay. Allow yourself time to heal. If you don't, again, here we are, Five of Cups underneath the deck. Underneath it all, you're going to be disappointed again. Okay, so let me get some advice for you on what you can do to avoid this disaster from happening. This is kind of like a warning message. And I'm going to warn all of you that if you put any negative comments in the chat or in the comments down below, you will be blocked from the channel. So if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. Okay. I'm trying to help you out now. I'm trying to help you out. Spirit, what advice do we have for Virgos to move on from this cycle here? We have the Eight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles. So this is going back to what I was saying. You need to focus on yourself, being single. That's what I was just saying. A lot of you guys are really trying to put a lot of focus on being in a relationship or love, and it's just not time. You got to work on yourself. Nine of Pentacles is an energy of someone who is single, abundant, secure, happy on their own, not necessarily wanting or needing anybody. If the right person shows up, they will, and they find satisfaction with their own personal achievements and not externally. You know what I'm saying? So finding that level of contentment with yourself and with your own energy and what you have, and not looking for it externally is kind of the karmic lesson I think that a lot of you have to look at. And once you're able to let go of a lot of you guys, whatever mentally is holding you back, and a lot of you guys have this mindset that you can't do this on your own, or you're going to be lonely. I got to have someone. I'm getting a lot of you guys feeling like you got to have someone, and that's not true. That's not true. And you're being, you're in this energy of like, I have to have it, with the Emperor in the reverse here, to the Judgment of birth. And you're judging the whole thing wrong. You're judging it wrong, and that's what's holding you back. So spiritually, this is like spirits trying to shake you guys up, and this is not everybody's reading, by the way, as well. It's basically saying that until you get to that space spiritually, then you're going to keep attracting karmics until you can learn, like, you can't find someone else to make you happy if you're not happy by yourself. If you're not happy, with what you got going on in your world. But a lot of you guys are fighting and resisting taking time to just enjoy your own company, that it's causing these karmics to show up. And for those Virgos, you'll know this is resonating with you, because it's not everybody's story, but this is resonating with you if you find yourself constantly dating and you keep attracting karmics, and you're like, what's wrong? What's wrong? Because you're not taking time to heal. Okay? So just keep that in mind. It's not a bad reading. It's actually supposed to be an enlightening reading, because it's kind of saving a lot of you guys the pain of not of missing the trauma that you have to heal from. A lot of you guys are trauma bonding. You're connecting to karmics because it's familiar. So that's what I'm talking about. It's a lot. It's a lot there. Okay? It's a lot there, a lot of pain. And for some of you guys, it could even be as far as your childhood trauma. I'm talking about, it's like you have to learn how to one, love yourself so much and be secure in yourself that no one can penetrate you or hurt you anymore, because you're willing to walk away from it all at a drop of a hat. And I love what Lovable said. Yeah, Lovable Love says, healing and progress. I'm choosing to move forward and doing things that makes me happy, and that's what I'm saying. So it's really just kind of really, Virgo, serving as a time to say, hey, this is a time for me to do stuff that I want to do. Because I'm gonna be honest, some of us, we think that being single is a curse. I don't know why, but I did for a long time after my divorce. I was like, dang, because I was so used to being with somebody for 15 years. 15 years you're with someone and you're single for the first time, and you're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I'm just used to being a wife. Well, the truth of the matter is, before I was a wife, I was still Meka. Before I had that relationship, I was Meka. So let me find Meka again, and let me find that happiness, that woman that enjoyed being Meka again. It's so important. And once you get there, it doesn't matter if a good guy comes or a bad guy. You're like, huh, whatever. So yeah, I hope that helps somebody. Good luck, y'all. I hope this helps someone. That's what you don't know unexpectedly, that karmics will keep coming up if you don't do that work, okay? Libras are next. Any Libras in the house? Libra, Libra. Thank you, Keita. For those that get the message, Virgo, you guys get it. For those that don't get it, I'm sorry that you're missing on a very powerful lesson that's going to help you increase your spiritual evolution. It's such a powerful experience to get to that level of clarity and spiritual growth and enlightenment. Once you get to that level, nobody can harm you or touch you. It feels good. It feels good to be there. But sometimes you do get lonely. But the thing about it is, you're okay if you don't have the right person in your life, because you're whole and solid by yourself. You're not dependent. You're not codependent on someone, you know? to where you start falling for bull. Hey, living the dream, living the dream. She said, ready to go on another cruise, Mika. I actually am. I have another one booked. I know that sounds bad, but I have another cruise booked. I'm going to be going on a cruise again in the winter with a bunch of girlfriends and my son again. So I'm excited, y'all. I love cruising. For those that have not, well, you guys probably don't know, but I love to travel. I love to get out there and go. And so, yeah, I've already got my other cruise already booked. So y'all going on that cruise with me too. It's so funny you asked that. But yeah, I had a great time. I had a great time. Fragrance therapy says this sounds like my reading and I don't even have Virgo placements, right? But I think like I say, fragrance therapy, it's a powerful lesson that I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? I had to learn this after my divorce. Like I so desperately wanted somebody really, really bad. And it wasn't until I started realizing like, wait, I'm chasing people to fill a void versus like being on a journey to just love who I am and loving myself. And until I got to that point, I was stressing myself out because I'm like, well, I'm so used to having someone, right? But that's not important. It really is not because you have your friends, you have your family, you have God, you have your children, you have other things, you have your career, you have your hobbies. We put so much focus on having a man or we put so much focus on having a relationship, fellas, that we don't even focus on what's most important. And that's our relationship with God, our kids, and ourself, you know, and our family. Ed Staten says she's ready to go on her third cruise. That's awesome. Y'all, that was my sixth cruise. For those that don't know, the one I took you guys on just now, that was my sixth cruise with Carnival. And I'll be going on my seventh cruise this winter. So for those that don't know, Carnival, they've changed the ranking of the very important fun people, the different tiers. So I'm gold right now. I don't know how much longer I have to be platinum, but I feel like I need to be platinum as much money as I done given Carnival over the years. But it hasn't been all me. I've been cruising ever since I was 16. So I've been around. I've been around. All right, Libra, let's do this, y'all. Yeah, cruising is fun. For those that have never been on a cruise, highly recommendable. It to me is the best way to travel because you get an all-in-one deal. You get your room, you get your food, you get your different locations all in one, and you have a good time. And you have a good time. And for those that want to know, highly recommend getting a balcony. Highly recommend getting a balcony. That's the best way to go. If you can afford it, a suite is fine, but it's not necessary because most people don't spend a lot of time in their room. But if you've ever been on a cruise, sometimes having that ventilation and fresh air is good, especially if you're rooming with someone and they have to use the bathroom and stuff and you need to air out the room. Like I just have this thing, I like to have air. And I also love the water. So I love to wake up and just sit on the balcony and chill or late at night when I'm trying to like, wind down, sit on my balcony and stuff. So yeah, it's so, so relaxing, guys. Highly recommend it. And if you guys are scared because of Titanic, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Folks, they talk about, oh, the ship gonna go down. Let me tell you something. It's 2025. 2025, y'all. Get your head away from that narrative. That's not even a thing, really. I mean, anything can happen, right? But in most cases, you will be fine. I promise you. It's a lot of fun. And if you're scared about motion sickness, they got medicine for that. As Staten said, your sister is platinum. Oh, that's awesome. So she gets some nice perks. And see, platinum and diamond people, they get priority boarding and all these other little perks. I just get the faster to the fun deal. I think it's like $100, and you get the same or similar perks as a platinum and diamond guest. So that's what I do as a gold guest. That's what I do. So yeah, check it out, y'all. I love Carnival. Folks be talking bad about Carnival, but I like to have fun, y'all. I was out there doing a line dancing and partying. I was having a good old time. Y'all, when I got to Mexico, I had so much tequila, baby. Man, but it was nice. I had premium. I had some Don Julio, and I ended up making so many friends on that cruise. It was great. It was a lot of fun. So I highly recommend it, y'all. People are so friendly. The staff is amazing. They're from all over the world. The energy and the vibe is so high. Everybody's just having a great time. So, yeah, do it for yourself. Even if you got to go alone, I mean, or go with a friend, whatever, do you. And if you go with a friend, I went on a cruise with a friend of several years ago, and she was kind of like the homebody friend, the one that doesn't like to really do all the activities. And I'm the adventurer friend. I'm the one that's like, let's go, let's do this. So even if you go with someone who doesn't want to do everything you don't want to do on the ship, that's okay. Just go. Just do it. Like if they want to sleep half the day and then emerge at night, that's fine too. Just go. I do it all the time. The only thing I recommend is if you guys do decide to get off the ship, that you make sure you travel with someone, because remember, a lot of us will be in foreign countries, and you are a tourist and you just want to make sure you're safe. So I love the fact that I ended up making a lot of friends. And y'all, when I tell you I made a lot of friends and I was taking pictures with folks, we was on the we were riding taxis together and everything else. It was a mess. It was like people would have sworn that we came on the ship together. It was great. Yeah, it was great. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and continue with the Libra reads. All right, we're currently on Libra. It's just me running my mouth. All right, y'all. Let's do this. Oh, you said next time when I go get the Cadillac margarita, it's a bet. I'm definitely getting it. Definitely getting it. I'm a tequila girl. Definitely getting it. All right, let's do this, Libra. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about what Libra doesn't see coming that they need to be made aware of. We have the Four of Wands. We have the King of Cups in the reverse. And we have the Ace of Wands. All right. So Libra, there's something going on in your energy where I feel like someone wants to have a new beginning with you, like a fresh start. But it looks as if this is somebody that you don't really have the same feelings for. It kind of feels very much like more passionate, like a lot of sexual desire and a desire to really want to, I guess you say, get in bed with you. But you're not feeling too confident with this person. And I think it's because you're dealing with someone who is a false emperor, but you're showing up as this King of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, the thought of having a new beginning with this person, like in a relationship, a marriage, or what have you, kind of stresses you out. It really stresses you out. But this person feels like, you are um, not going nowhere. They're convinced you're not going nowhere. For many of you guys, this person could have abandoned you, left you out in the cold, betrayed you in some type of way, been in and out of your life, something like that. And according to this person, they want a fresh new start and they're not giving up. They're not going down without a fight. What does this person really want from Libra? Eight of Wands in the reverse, Justice, and the King of Pentacles. They really want to start talking again at the least. They're kind of tired of you not communicating with them, even though they understand why you did that. This is their peace offering. They want to make peace. They really want to make peace with you. They're like, I just really need your cooperation, Libra. Please be cooperative with me. Give me another chance. But I don't think you're with it. I really don't think you're with it. I think you don't really have a lot of emotions left for this person. So why does Libra need to know this? Because when this person returns, they're going to be more of a headache than a help. They're going to put a lot of stress and burden on you. I don't think this person's coming in with um, any type of support that you need them to give you. And it's going to really like stress you out. Many of you guys, when you were with this person, they stressed you out. So I'm definitely feeling like this person hasn't changed not one bit. And I think you're very much aware that this cycle needs to come to an end because of the stress this person caused you in your life. Like I'm getting just the thought of having a new beginning with this person is going to really stress you out. That's kind of where you are with it. So, um, I wonder, why does this person want to come back to Libra anyway? Because they're very upset. They're very upset that you don't want this. They look at you as somebody that is family. Some of you guys could have lived with this person, have children with this person, established some type of long-term committed relationship at some point. And they're like, how dare you cut me off? How dare you not let me be with you? I mean, okay, yeah, I messed up, but I thought we're family, right? It's almost like they understand why you may not want to talk to them, but they don't want to accept it because this person likes to be in control. They like to be in control and they like to keep you in their life because of the benefits of being with you. But again, with that Ace of Wands, it feels very much like a passionate thing. It doesn't feel like a lot of maturity. And with the King of Wands in the reverse, I mean, sorry, the Emperor in reverse, it feels like a lot of control this person needs to, have going on in their energy. And I don't think you're with it. So, good warning message for Libras that need to know if this person comes back trying to entice you. You already know what time they're on. You already know what time they're on. Brittany says, if he comes, I'm going to laugh, girl. It's really amazing to me that people, can do you so badly and have enough balls to come back into your life like nothing happened. And why do I feel like your person Libra is one of those people? They want to just pop up and act like, "Hey, how you been? How's it going?" Like casually, like nothing happened. Like, come on now. Stop the madness. Crazy work. Crazy work. All right, Libra, let me know if it resonates. We got Scorpio next. Do we have any Scorpios in the room? Any Scorpios? Instead said, put them stingers in the chat. Sting, 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 sting. Let's do this. Scorpios. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Scorpio see coming that they need to be made aware of? We have the Six of Wands. Okay. We have the Hangman. And we have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Well, one thing is for sure, Scorpio, you're going to be a hot commodity. You're going to be a hot commodity. And I definitely do feel like somebody or people definitely want to come towards you and get your attention. I feel like the person that really cannot stop being obsessed with you is this Knight of Wands. Could be a possible fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. A lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of lustful energy coming through. Whoever this mystery person is or people, they look at you and they're like, woo, oh my gosh, I gotta have Scorpio. Like, what's calm down, bro? Calm down. Pipe down. Who is this, Scorpio? Okay. The reason why I say for a lot of you guys, it's this Knight of Wands. I think this is someone who has the potential to be in and out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of y'all know who this is. It's ridiculous. They're ridiculous with it. You know, they want to get your attention and talk to you about this relationship you guys had, this marriage, this connection that failed. Okay. And they want to let you know, like at the end of the day, they can't stop thinking about you. They can't stop desiring you. They just can't stop. Like they got to have you. Okay. And they're not happy without you in their life. They're not happy. I mean, even if this person is some type of low key player, they're not getting what they need out of these other options. You know, they kind of definitely regret walking away or disconnecting from you. They wish that you guys could definitely reconcile here. Yeah, they don't want to lose you. Look at this obsession, Four of Pentacles. They want to hold on to you so tightly and they want to talk to you about that. I got to have you. Look at this. Who is this, Scorpio? Who the heck is this? Obsessed, honey, obsessed. Oh my gosh. Tell me about this Knight of Wands. What do they want? What do they want? Page of Swords, Ten of Cups, had a card fly out of the deck, and Ten of Wands. They want to talk to you about this relationship that you guys were supposed to build, okay? They feel like you are their end all be all. And it really stresses them out because they know that they dropped the ball now that they've realized how valuable you really are. And they've kind of set back and thought about it. You know, I feel like with this hangman here, this person has really thought a lot about dropping their guard, coming forward and taking action towards you. And they've kind of waited, I think, for a long time for you to show up, Scorpio, but you never did. So it's like it's the sexual frustration is high, the obsession is high, and they want you. Now, the thing about it is with the Six of Wands energy, Scorpio, I think you already know who this is, or you know that this person's hot on your tail. Yeah, you know that this person wants a relationship with you. Some of you guys may have already began to receive messages, text message, phone calls, what have you from this person. And you're like, okay, here they go. They want me again, whatever. Okay. Um, you definitely notice that they're definitely pursuing you in some type of way. What advice do we have for Scorpio with this person? Don't do it. It's too much of a risk. It's risky business. Hold back, Scorpio. Hold back. It's only going to lead to another heartbreak, okay? Possibly due to another third party situation. You've already kind of turned your back on this person before, and it's fair to turn back on it again. Because at the end of the day, I think Scorpio, as much as this person desires you, there's definitely going to be a lot of other people who will desire you as well. It's just a matter of this person's on hot on your trail. They gotta have you because they know for a fact that if they don't take action very soon, because you're looking good these days, somebody else is going to snatch you up. Yeah, look at you. Look at you. This is it. This is why. They're going to snatch up you. You're in this Nine of Pentacles energy. If this is your reading, you're single, you're abundant, you're stable, you're not bothered. It's kind of like many of you Scorpios are just doing you. Definitely just doing you, loving yourself, nurturing yourself, taking care of yourself, doing very well for yourself, actually. So you're not bothered. It's like you already know that if someone were to come towards you, they better come correct or don't come at all. And it makes this person nervous, but they're only encompassing this Knight of Wands energy. And that's not going to be good enough for a Nine of Pentacles. I'm sorry. I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah, you're going another direction anyway. I think you're going to turn the other way or like block this person or not respond or just kind of ignore it. Yeah, you're definitely going to stand on business and you're going to stay in control. You're going to let this person know like how dare you. It's almost like you're going to send a message without possibly even saying anything. You may not even reply back or say nothing. You'll just cut them off and it'll send a message like, really? How dare you? Absolutely. I can see that. Again, a lot of fire here. Quite a bit of water as well. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, and a little air. That's what I got. Retrograde in full effect. Y'all know how these folks do. But that's not gonna stop your shine. You're still looking good, Scorpio. Hang in there. Exactly. As Dad said, they always miss what they had when it's gone. Exactly. And listen, Scorpio, I already know, Scorpio, you warned this person, but they just so cocky with it. Knight of Wands, they can't be still. They think they thought they can replace you, but no, you can't replace Scorpio now. You can't replace Scorpio. All right, Saggy, let's do this. We got Saggy next. Saggy Waggy. Any Sagittarius is in the room. Saggy Waggy. Don't forget, guys, to like the video, show your girls some love. Just a friendly reminder for those that are new on the channel, if I ever go on a rant and I'm talking, it may not be a message for you or things you want to hear, but I ask that you keep the chat positive. Please don't embarrass yourself and get blocked on the channel because you're trying to be slick and trying to tell me how to do my channel. If you don't like what I'm talking about, I just respectably click off and go somewhere else. I'm talking to my subscribers that actually want to hear me talk. So if you're not one of those, just move forward. Just move forward. It's as simple as that, boo. All right. So whoever that was that had something slick to say when I was having a conversation with my subscribers about the cruise, let that be a warning to you. If you keep on, you will be blocked. You will be blocked. All right. All right. Let's do this. Kimberly, fragrance therapy. in the building for Saggy Waggy. Let's do this. All right, Sagittarius. Bree Prince in the building. Saggy Waggy. All right, Sagittarius. Okay. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Sagittarius see coming that they need to be made aware of, Spirit? We have the Four of Wands in the reverse, Nine of Swords, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. There definitely could be some issues going on in your relationship with someone. And it looks like there's a lot of tension between you two. I'm getting possible silent treatment between you two. You not talking to someone, someone else not talking to you. And it's really like bothering this person. They're actually kind of pissed off that you're not taking action towards them. Yeah, they feel abandoned, they feel ghosted by you, and they feel like you don't love them anymore, and it bothers them. So why does Sag need to know about this, Spirit? Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands, Judgment. Okay, so the reason why you need to know about this is because this person definitely wants to still be in a relationship with you. I'm getting to, on the surface, it's appearing as if they don't care because they're not really taking a lot of action towards you or doing much of anything. But the truth is that they do. They do want you. They do want a relationship with you. They want to heal things. They want to heal this relationship with you. Their ego, their pride and ego is just getting in the way. This is why this person can't apologize. This is why this person hasn't really shown up, hasn't done much. So the reason why you need to know this is because this person secretly feels like they've played themselves. And as time goes by, especially during this retrograde, there's a strong possibility that this person may actually start to reach out. Yeah, they may say, I made a bad choice. I shouldn't have done what I've done in the past. And deep down, they want to come and take action. Yeah. They've been thinking about it for a very long time. They have. They've been thinking about this relationship for a very long time. Just because you guys haven't been talking doesn't mean that they haven't been thinking about it. So what have they come to the conclusion? Like, are they taking any accountability, Spirit? Like, what are they thinking? Yeah, they're thinking that they can't have the same type of life that they had with you with other people. In other words, this seems like someone that knows being with you, their life is better. It feels like you are refuge. You bring this person a lot of stability, and they regret missing out on this opportunity with you. That's kind of what is triggering this person. but I still don't get this person offering you much. Yeah, they regret not talking to you. Now they feel abandoned, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, they want to revive this relationship, death in the reverse underneath the deck. But again, it's that pride and ego piece. Hmm. So I still want to understand, like, what does this person want to do? So let's look at this. Let's look at this. Okay. Let's see what is their intentions. It's like this person secretly has missed you very much, but um, Cassandra, the Cancer thinks it's sweet. Me, the Aquarius, I say this is some BS. I'm gonna let it be open to interpretation for y'all, Saggy, but we're gonna see. What is this person's true intentions? What is their true intention, Spirit? Since you guys have been at odds. Okay, we have the Five of Wands. We have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. She laughing at me now. Yeah. So this person intends to not give up. They're just going to try to reach out when it's the right time. I'm getting it's like the timing needs to be right because right now you're not really giving them much to work with. And they don't know where you stand, but they're hopeful. It seems like someone that's very delusional. I don't know why I'm getting that. Saggy, you tell me what kind of person is this? What the heck? Do they come in and out of your life and then they fight for this relationship when it's convenient for them? When they feel like, okay, we had a fight, but it's almost like they're convinced that you're going to let them back, possibly because you've done this before. And their pride and ego wouldn't let them actually surrender to apologize or do much because they feel like, oh, at some point, Saggy will take me back or Saggy will reach out to me, something like that. I'm getting Saggy, you were kind of like the one that always kind of made the relationship work. Yeah, I feel like you were the one that always made the relationship work. So this person was convinced that you would definitely do it this time, but I don't think you're doing that. They're actually confused why you're holding back. Like this person's kind of thrown for a loop. Like, why is Saggy holding back from me? Like, why are they being stingy? Why are they not doing what they've done in the past? Like, what the heck? What the helly? What the heliante? This person's tripping out. Saggy, like you're really not playing with this fool, and they don't understand this behavior that you're giving them. They're like, why? Why? So I guess what you need to know is this person still operates in the same type of selfish behavior. Love is a beautiful thing, right? But at the same time, love is never enough. You got to have more than that. And it feels so convenient for this person to come back at a time when they feel like, okay, well, there's nobody else out there, or I'm in a bind, I need help. Yeah, this person could be struggling and they need your support, and you will be the ideal person to help them. Yeah, so you have to look at it as I'm tired. I'm sick and tired. Sagittarius, you have to be sick and tired. See, Bree just said it. Yep. Woo, yes. I was always the one who made it work. Now I'm sitting on the sideline, sipping my iced coffee. Correct. And I see that here, and this person's confused. They're like, what the hell? Why the hell is Sagittarius sitting back? I thought Sagittarius was supposed to fight for us. I thought Sagittarius was a ride or die. Lies. Lies. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. You're not going to keep getting played. You're not doing it. This person need to rise up and get some balls and do something about it, but they don't got it. They don't got it in them. A lot of you guys could be dealing with a player, somebody in and out playing games. Nobody got time for it. It's really simple. It's not like it's a rocket science equation this person has to solve. It's very simple. To me, if this person really cared, Sagittarius, the best way for them to show that they appreciate you, they value you, they love all that you've done for them, is for them to show up, y'all. Come on now. Why are they making it so difficult? That's the part right there. I'm like, Bree, I'll be sitting back sipping my water, unbothered, and really not be bothered. For real. Who cares? Just saying. Oh my gosh. Anything else Sag needs to know about this person, and then we moving on? Because this person right here, I mean, the reading, it sounds lovey-dovey, yes, but it's like actions. You know what I'm saying, Saggy? And that's what you have to look at. This person's actions is whack. Anything else Saggy needs to know about this person, Spirit? Yeah. Look at this. Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like a player. That's somebody that's in and out. They're not serious. They're not taking this serious. You know, they go where they feel like someone is going to take action. And you usually kind of like chase them, I'm getting. You're usually the one that chase them. And they're confused as to why you're not chasing them. Like, why? They're starting to begin to, see that you may be a lot smarter than they thought. Yeah, they're realizing that you may be a lot smarter than they thought. Bree says, yep, I'm a ride or die. I was riding for him until I couldn't anymore. And then the version of me died. Sip, sip. Let me tell y'all something. If that ain't the truth, and that's the thing about it, guys, like loyalty, commitment, being a ride or die, all that's a beautiful thing, but you got to have the reciprocity. Like this person is not a ride or die. Your person, Saggy, if this is your reading, is not a ride or die. This is somebody that comes in when it's convenient for them. They like to get attached to people who makes their life easy. You made this person very comfortable. You did a lot for this person. They suck it all up and they leave you high and dry. That is not a relationship. That is you playing the role of a mommy, of a caretaker, of a therapist, of a supporter. That is not you being a partner. A partnership is two ways. And I really hope, Saggy, if this person reaches out to you, because we in a retrograde, that y'all don't take the bait. Their energy is still showing up as very fickle, very in and out, very inconsistent. They just want to come in conveniently because they need you. You see how that works? They need you. And that's some bull. I'm sorry, but it is. That's what I have for you, Sagittarius. How will Sagittarius know if this is their reading real quick? Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Six of Wands in reverse. Could be a Pisces with the moon card here in the reverse. And we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Yeah, this is somebody that moves out a lot of goddamn pride and ego. They can't stop sniffing themselves. They think they too good. They think they deserve you chasing them. They think they deserve you doing for them. You're not doing that. And that's why this relationship was built on a very rocky foundation. And that's why this person never really took a full leap towards you, toward this connection, because their pride and ego got in the way. Very cocky, very arrogant, a lot of pride and ego. They feel entitled. Okay. All right, y'all. That's what I have for you, Saggy Waggy. Let me know if it resonates. We got Capricorn next. We on a roll, y'all. We on a roll. Keep in mind in these readings, guys, roles can always be reversed. So if you were involved with any of these signs, you can be on the other end. Even though I'm talking to that particular sign, it can be you. So keep that in mind when you watch these readings. Sometimes you guys say that, and it's true. It can be flipped. It's kind of a cool thing about tarot. You're very welcome, Saggies. Keep your head up. It looks like y'all doing good. Keep your head up. Mo, y'all, Mo got me cracking up. Y'all, Mo left me a comment earlier on the video from yesterday. So now she goes, because she knows, Mo knows she was messing up. And she said, listen, don't chew me out, Mika, but I got a confession. And she let me know. Listen, Mo, I'm not going to get you. I'm not going to get you, boo. I love you. I love your honesty, man. I love your honesty. We all, let me say this, and then I'm gonna get to the Capricorn read. We all fall short of repeating karmic cycles. We all, myself, woohoo, I've done the same thing. So even if you feel like you're having a hard time breaking free from that toxic person or those toxic relationships, hey, you just aren't ready to move on and evolve and grow. And we all go through that. So you have to just move at your own pace. I can't determine that. Your family, your person, you have to determine to, decide when you're ready. When you reach that point of saying, I've had it, I'm tired, I'm sick and tired, and I'm ready to do better. When you get to that point, then, you move forward. And if not, then, like I said in the Virgo read, a lot of Virgos unfortunately will have those karmic cycles be on repeat, whether it be with the same person or sometimes it's with a new person that feels like the gosh darn past person. And you like, what the hell? Why can't I find love? Because you haven't really learned the karmic lesson. You're doing the same thing with different people. You're not changing. No. All right, let's do this, Capricorn. Let's do this, Capricorn. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about what Capricorn doesn't see coming. What do they need to know? We have the Ten of Wands in the reverse. We have the Seven of Wands. And we have the King of Swords. All right, Capricorn, there is a particular love situation or connection that's really still taking a toll on you significantly right now. And you're trying to kind of protect yourself from it by acquiring a lot of knowledge, learning, from the mistakes you've made, learning from those experiences, but it's taking a toll on you. It's just a lot. It's taking a lot on you, okay? So what does all that mean? Well, what I'm noticing here in your energy is that some of you guys are still kind of fickle with the Two of Swords. In the blockage position, we have the Seven of Wands and we have the Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. Even though deep down you're pissed off by this experience, it's frustrating you, it's stressing you out. A lot of you guys, like I said in the beginning of the reading before we even got to the cards, I talked a little bit about struggling to move forward and breaking free from karmic cycles. And regardless if some of you guys have physically disconnected from this karmic, you still think a lot about this person, okay? And that can be a blockage as well because it's causing a lot of stress and burden in your energy and your aura, which thus blocks new opportunities coming your way. So what we got to work on, Capricorn, is releasing those blocks. Once you release those blockages, then you'll start noticing you'll feel better. You'll attract more better energy in your life. The stress will be better. I'm getting a lot of you guys are kind of like cursing this person out in your mind. But at the same time, you can't help but still kind of like ruminate over what coulda, woulda happened. And that right there is hurting you subconsciously. And I think what you're not realizing is that it's affecting your ability to attract better options. Yeah. Debbie says, absolutely stressful. It's always running through her mind. Yeah. Exactly. It's like it's hard to shake. It's hard to shake because it was a very traumatic experience. If this is your story, what you went through with this person, it really kind of shook you up. But what I'm noticing is a lot of you guys are realizing that the responsible action to take is to move forward, right? And not reconcile with this person. So that's what I'm saying. Even if you're not with this person, you're still ruminating, and that's what's kind of hurting you. So why does Capricorn need to know this message, Spirit? Why does Capricorn need to know this? Nine of Wands, Page of Cups in the reverse, Three of Wands. Okay. Like I'm saying, it's blocking your heart chakra. It's making you feel less confident. It's making you feel a lot of pain. And for those that are looking for other opportunities, the people that's going to come forward may be operating out of a space of filling a void, and there we are repeating another karmic cycle if you're not careful. A lot of you guys are waiting for cooperation from people to do better, but you have no real vision because you're still fixated on the past. Does that make sense? So here's your homework, because Mo is sitting in the back of the class. I want you guys, Capricorn, if this is your story, to write out everything that happened that this person has done to you, the good, the bad, the ugly. Like, just make a laundry list of stuff about this person, a laundry list of crap. And then I want you to circle all of the things that you would say are absolutely what you really want in a partner. Okay. And then I want you to get a separate piece of paper. And then I want you to make a laundry list of all of the things that you want to manifest in your perfect partner. So think of it kind of like, if I can build the perfect man or the perfect woman, if I can pray and call that perfect person into my life, these are the things that I need this person to have. I need them to look like this. I need them to act like that. I need them to treat me like this. I need, those are the things that I really want. And then I want you to compare and contrast. I want you to compare and contrast Capricorn, and I want you to see what I'm talking about, of how much you've allowed yourself to settle and how you're ruminating on someone that doesn't even really match what you actually want. Now, here's the deal. This is the part that's going to hang you up. As you sit down, you got some nice, calming, meditative music, possibly playing some jazz. It's just in a very quiet space, and you're doing this activity, this reflective activity. You can be outside in nature or what have you, whatever you want to do, okay? Just as long as you're alone and you're at peace. You can even pour you a glass of wine, Capricorn, okay? After a long day of work. You know, I had to throw in the work thing because it's a Capricorn read. After you do this, I want you to really recognize what's holding you back. What's holding you back is lack of plan and lack of vision when it comes to your dating life. A lot of you guys are um, dating or looking for or hoping for without a clear vision of what you're actually trying to call in. So that activity I just named is for you to write it out so you know what you want. And so you're dating intentionally. Not to say you're going to find someone that meets all of your standards, but on that list that you made of that perfect man, I want you to circle 5 things that are non-negotiables. So it could be, okay, they can't be a smoker, or they have to be independent, meaning they have to have their own stuff, or they can't be over a certain age or under a certain, whatever your non-negotiables are. I want you to pick 5. And I want you to use that to be your driving force. Now, do not go out there and date after you make this list thinking you're ready. You still got that healing journey because I said your heart chakra is blocked. But what it's going to do is it's going to be the bridge. It's going to be that bridge to cross you over that bridge away from ruminating about this past person and start focusing on manifesting what you actually want. That's the whole point. Get your head out of the clouds thinking about how much it can possibly work with this other person, if they would have did this, if they would. No, forget that. What do you want to call in now? That's the focus, and that's the energy, and that's going to manifest what you want. So I hope that helps, Capricorn. I think a lot of you Capricorns needed to hear that message so that way you can get out of your head. And in the meantime, also focus on things that make you happy. Don't necessarily look for love, especially my beautiful empresses out there. You should just attract it, okay? You should just attract it. Let's do this Aquarius read. Let me know if it resonates, Capricorns. I hope this helps you guys. Take your time. Take your time. Take your time. No rush. It's not a lot. Look, it's not a lot of emperors out there. I'm going to tell you right now, Capricorn, there ain't no emperors out there. Not like that. I mean, they out there, but they ain't out there like that. So take your time, boo. Take your time. Dating music interview process. Debbie says, yeah, I had to cut the cord twice to release him. And then he grew another. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness for my energy healer. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for your support and interacting in the live chat to let me know that this is definitely helping. Yeah. So yeah, we got to know what is the difference. Correct, JJ. We got to be able to know the difference between what we actually want versus what we're settling for. So I hope that helps. JJ says, thank you, Meka. You are making a difference. God bless you. Thank you so much, JJ. That's what I'm here for. I'm hoping, like I say, trying to uplift the collective one reading at a time. So I'm so glad I can help. And listen, y'all, if you want me to really work with you one-on-one and answer any dying questions, do know I offer personal readings on my website, MekaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, where I have a lot of great information to share with you as it relates to your unique situation. I have multitude of different opportunities for you guys to connect with me. You can do you can ask, you can purchase by the question, or you can do unlimited questions for an hour video call session. All of that is available at my website, MekaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com. Links are down below if you're interested. All right, guys, we got Aqua Gang up next. Don't forget, y'all, to hit the like button, show your girls some love. Big shout out to T Rose, Keita, and Lisa holding it down. Thank y'all so much for the love and helping us navigate through this live. We're almost at the end. Can y'all believe it? Oh man. All right, Aqua Gang. Let's do this. Let's do this. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What doesn't Aquarius see coming that they need to be made aware of, Spirit, at this time? We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We have the Tower in the reverse. And we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. So Aquarius, what I'm noticing about your energy is that you're kind of in a space of solitude. You're in a space of solitude, minding your own business, doing your own thing, trying to avoid a disaster. And the disaster is for a lot of you guys, someone from your past possibly coming in and wanting to reconcile with you. There's a strong possibility that you and this person are currently not talking because you see this person as non-committal, not having much to offer. But what I'm noticing is that you're in a better space ever since you've disconnected from this person. Your abundance has grown, your stability has grown. Whoever this person is, they definitely want to be more generous towards you this time around, but they don't have a lot to offer. That's what I'm getting. And I'm also noticing they're just not sure if it's going to be good enough, especially considering that you're showing this energy of being not interested. Yeah, it's kind of like you're pushing them away and they don't like that. But the reason why is because you're avoiding a disaster. You feel like this person is a complete disaster. I'm hearing Aquarius saying, I've learned my lesson. Yeah, with the Eight of Swords in the reverse, you've done the work. I think for a lot of you Aquariuses, this has been a karmic cycle that you may have had to experience not once, but maybe twice or more. And you're like, I've learned my lesson, Meka. I'm not going back to this crap. This person's like, hey, Aquarius, give me a chance. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue. They don't like this tension you guys have. They see you're single, you're stable, you're abundant. They're hoping that you're alone. What does this person really want with Aquarius? What does this person really want with Aquarius? Strength in the reverse, Knight of Wands, Five of Swords. This person really wants to revive this relationship back from the dead. Okay. This definitely feels like a past person returning, trying to make amends with you. For many of you guys, this person was operating out of this Knight of Wands energy or Page energy. I'm noticing that at some point it was Page, now they're a Knight. A lot of passion, a lot of sexual energy this person has towards you with this Knight of Wands energy, and it seems very impulsive, but it doesn't feel like someone that's coming in out of pure love. It feels more so they're coming in because they need you. They gotta have you. They're no good without you in their life. They're a bit upset. They're a bit upset, a bit conflicted, there's a ball of emotion I feel with this energy. They can't even be described in one word. It's like multiple words to describe how upset, how hurt, how confused, how insecure, how turned on at the same time. It's just like, what in the world is going on here? You do listen, Aquarius, if you know who this is. And the battle that they're having with themselves is knowing what you want. You want more than just a fling. You want more than just a booty call. And this person knows that if they come towards you, they got to come correct. But that's the challenge. That's the challenge. It's hard for this person to meet or match your gangsta because they're so immature and not at your level. So for a lot of these people, they look at you as the one that's getting away. They look at you as the one that's getting away. I want to see, why didn't this person take action sooner? Because they were waiting on you to chase them. But I'm sorry, Aquarius doesn't chase people that disrespect Aquarius. I'm sorry. Yep. They were waiting for you to come back. They felt like you guys were on a temporary break, and at some point you would come back like you always do. That's just kind of how this relationship goes. They feel like this is a drama-filled, toxic bond of being off and on. And at some point, when you calm down, Aquarius, your loyalty runs so deep that you'll be back. Only to find out that you snuck away and that they played themselves. And that is the biggest regret this person has, that they didn't take action sooner because they assumed they knew you, Aquarius, but they don't know Aquarius energy because you don't move like that, Aqua Gang. You don't move like that. Not when people play in your face. Destiny says, my ex recently told me that since we divorced, he has been in turmoil, mentally and physically. He's lost his job, his apartment, friends, etc. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. Aquarius, when I tell you karma does not play, God don't play about good people. You see what I'm saying? So now that you're thriving, doing so much better, you're on the good side of karma, Aquarius. And this person is suffering in silence. They're not going to tell you all this. Some of them may divulge this information much later, or you may find out, like Destiny found out. But the problem about it is, some of us will never really see that these people will reap what they sow. When you play around with good people, with pure intentions, good hearts, that's how the universe works. You gonna get you gonna get your ass handed to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. But loyalty, yeah, of course, Aquarius is a loyal sign until you disrespect Aquarius. Aquarius ain't gonna sit around and be played with. For what? For why? Like, nah, bro. Nah, sis. We not doing that around here. So this person got they feelings hurt, they panties in a wad because they see that you're doing better than them, but they don't understand how karmic justice works. And for a lot of you Aquariuses, you're so wise and you're so clear about how this whole story possibly was going to unfold. Some of you guys warned this person and said, listen, you going to F up and find out that you missing out on a blessing. And now they seeing the truth, ain't it? They're seeing the truth. Mm-hmm. They seeing the truth. Yeah, effed around and found out, boo. Sure did. So the whole point of this is, what's the whole point? The whole point of this is Spirit is just warning you that this person will be back. This person will be back because they need your help. And nobody got time for that. That's not your calling. That's not your ministry, Aquarius. I know you're the humanitarians of the zodiac, but you've done all that you can do. This person got to rise up and get a pair of balls and take care of themselves. They disrespected you, and you don't need to go down. You don't need to go down with them on their karmic spiral. You know, it's like I tell people, if you're dealing with someone who is a karmic and they're experiencing a lot of turmoil in their life, is it's not your job to go and be that person's refuge. They need to go through that so they can learn the karmic lesson. That's the whole point of karma. It's there so that person can rise up and learn how to be better and do better and treat people better. And when you start attaching yourself to people like this, you're going to start feeling the karma and you're going to be right down there with them. So I think the message is what you don't see coming, this person struggling, they need your help, and nobody got time for that. You could be connecting to a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Also got air sign here, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I got Scorpio, Virgo. That's the main energies there. But it can be anybody. It can be anybody. Now, everybody's on different timelines. So again, some of you guys may have already heard from this person, or some of you guys will. If you don't hear from this person at all, then just know that they definitely are still obsessed, and they still do think about you being the one that got away. Exactly. Tam says the universe is the best teacher. It is. It'll humble you, man. You know, I was having a conversation with a friend the other day about how, these karmics think they can outrun their karma. And you can't. You can't outrun God. You can't outrun the universe. You just can't. God hears all, see all. The universe hears all, see all. And so it is what it is. You gonna F around and find out. You know what I'm saying? Debbie says, on point, Mika. Fred. Hey, Fred. Fred's in the building. Fred says, I got here on Aqua and couldn't say a thing for listening to the message. I may not get here all the time, but God gets me here when I need the message. Thank you, Mika. I'll be back soon. Thank you so much, Fred. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're doing well. It's good. It's good. Yep. Keeping up with KK says, good read as always. Thank you, Mika. You're welcome. Destiny says, thank you for the great read, Mika. You're welcome, Aqua Gang. Aqua Gang, gang, gang in this thing. That's what's up. All right, y'all. Last but not least, we got Pisces. Let's do this. We're about to close out the read. If you guys haven't done so already, be sure you guys hit the like button. Show your girls some love before you guys go. We're getting wound down for the evening. Big shout out again to our amazing mods. Thank you guys so much. T Rose, Lisa, Keita. We saw Fred popping on in for just a second. And a big shout out to our major contributor of the evening, sponsoring tonight's read. Thank you so much, Destiny. We love you, girl. Aqua Gang representing. Love it. All right, Pisces, let's do this. Fred! Oh my gosh, Fred. Fred. Oh my God, there go Fred, y'all. Thank you so much, Fred. I appreciate that. Fred just sent $50, y'all. Thank you, Fred. He said, I appreciate you way more than I can even show. Thank you. No, thank you. I appreciate you. You know, it's coming from a selfless place. Just me sharing my gift and hopefully just helping so many people. And I love to see that what I do helps so many people. And it means the world to me. That's the whole purpose of me coming and creating this channel. So I really appreciate all of you guys, even the small contributions, the big contributions, the comments, the likes. You know, I started this channel a little over a year ago and really didn't expect so much support. So thank you guys so much. But it's really bigger than me. It's all about just healing, you know, and we're all in this together. So one step at a time. Thank you again, Fred. Love you, Fred. Aqua Gang. Fred, man. Be about to make me cry, y'all. I done cried so many times on this channel from these folks just dropping stuff like that. Fred. Come on, Fred. You didn't have to do that, Fred. I appreciate you, Fred. All right, Pisces. I'm trying to keep going so I don't cry because I'm a sucker. I'm a sucker. Because I feel the love. I really feel it. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate you. All right, let's do this, Pisces. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Tell me about what Pisces doesn't see coming that they need to know. All right, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse. We have the World in the reverse. And we have the Tower. I'm hearing Pisces, you say, I really just want peace. You're so tired of being a part of situations that are drama filled, you know, a lot of drama, a lot of pain. But there is a situation in particular that is causing you to be so guarded. I think it was a very traumatic experience that you're still having a hard time releasing. Even if, like, a lot of you Pisces are really trying to get yourself out there and trying to date and trying to get to know people, it's so hard, you know, it's so hard to really embrace new connections because of what you went through in your past. It feels like a lot of you guys don't believe that things are going to turn around in your favor. You're like, when are things going to let up? When are things going to get better? I'm so tired of these karmics. I'm so tired of people doing me wrong. I'm even like channeling some of you guys saying, you know, I just quit. I'm so tired of folks, you know, like just wanting to almost give up. But I'm here to tell you, don't. Don't. You still have some healing to do. I think some of you guys are still on this space of trying to move on from this King of Wands in the reverse. Somebody that was in and out of your life. You know, when you're dealing with people that's hot and cold, in and out, players, liars, deceivers, what typically happens is it causes confusion and it causes more pain. Because I feel like for a lot of you guys, when you let these people back, you're assuming that they're going to do better. And then they let you down. And then you go to another person, they let you down. And it just feels like it's an ongoing cycle of bad karma. But the issue is you're holding your own self back. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are just not really interested in trusting a lot of people right now. And you're feeling quite stuck with releasing that pain and releasing what hurts you so you can be open to the new. Yeah, it's like exactly, Debbie. It's exactly what I'm feeling. Like there's a lot of Pisces that I'm reading for that need to break old cycles, possibly doing a cord cutting ritual. It's a lot. It's a lot there that's keeping you stuck. So what does Pisces, why does Pisces need to know all this? Because you're moving away from your happily ever after because you're sitting in the pain of the past. You got to let go of the past and move on. I'm talking about in your heart, in your mind, in your spirit. So when you do that, that's going to open up other opportunities and avenues for you to be able to have better in your life. But you have to trust the process. And the process is the healing journey, of course, first. You got to be open to the healing journey. And a lot of you guys are closed off because you're ruminating. So I can't remember which signs I talked about this earlier because it was a couple. I think as a collective, a lot of us are kind of feeling stuck. And the reason why is because we're still so stuck on the past that we're scared to move forward. Yeah, you're still upset about this past person, how they treated you, how they did you. And like being pissed off because somebody mishandled you is appropriate. I mean, I get that, but you can't stay in that energy for too long, you know? So what advice do we have for Pisces with this? Yeah, work on that past trauma. You got to release it. You got to cut the cord. You got to allow yourself to let it go. I was another sign where I said like childhood trauma could be significant. A lot of you guys may have had a rough childhood and it's causing confusion in your love life today. What you experience with the karmics as well as what you may have experienced in love. A lot of you guys may have not really seen good examples of love. So like, even if all these options were to come, it's like, well, who do I choose? Who do I trust? I don't know. I don't know if I should talk to these people or not. I don't know. That's where the spiritual work has to be done. But that trauma, correct, Debbie, that generational trauma, that magnetic pull that Debbie's talking about in the chat is a real thing. And it's because you've got to retrain your mind. You got to retrain your psyche, your heart. You got to get yourself back to a space. I mean, you got to get yourself to a space of knowing the difference. Yeah. So take a break. This is the advice. Take a break. And the reason why you don't see this coming is because I think a lot of you guys are going to continue to, for those that are ready to date, if you are going to go out there, you're going to wonder why is it so hard? Why do I not find this person? Why do I find my person? It's because spirit is trying to pull you back to ground yourself, to center yourself, to get yourself stabilized mentally, physically, spiritually. You need to take a break from everybody and everything and just focus on yourself for a second. And once you do that, you'll start feeling better and more confident. And you can actually begin to start kind of like waiting for the right person to come in. Three of Wands. Yeah. But some of you guys are low key waiting for this toxic person to come back. Look at that. And that's what I'm talking about. Or you're waiting for like you're subconsciously saying, okay, in a matter of time, Meka, the wrong person's going to show up because you're subconsciously calling it in. You see? So you got a choice to make. You either choose yourself or you choose a karmic path. I think a lot of you guys are not choosing yourself. You got a choice, you know? You can sit back and wait on, karma to keep coming in, or you can learn the karmic lesson from these experiences to choose yourself. Yeah. So I love that. Debbie says she grounds herself by giving the tree a hug. That's actually a cool thing to do. If y'all have never done that, hugging a tree is a really good energy release. Spending time in nature in general, putting your feet in the sand if you're at a beach or in the water, in the earth, in the grass. If you're near bodies of water, it's really good, it's really healing. Taking a salt baths are really healing. So anything that just kind of like decompresses you. And I remember when I was going through a very painful time during my divorce 5 years ago, I would take these salt baths and I would play meditative music and I would turn the lights down and I would have candles lit and I would just lay in the tub and I would meditate and I would pray. And when I tell you, when I would get out of those, and when I would get out of the tub, I would feel so much better, So it's just something about water. It's something about meditating, about prayer, and just like cleansing all that off of you, all the pain, all the stress, all of the disappointments, and beginning to start thinking more positively about things you want to manifest in your life. And once I started doing that and I started doing my homework and learning who I am once again, oh my gosh, it's like husband who, boyfriend who, I was just enjoying my own company, and um, begin to dating again, but still there it was. Another karmic lesson had to show up, and I dated a guy that didn't work out. And so now here I am, single again. But this is what I'm saying. Sometimes we fall short because we think we're ready. And then we get mad when we're disappointed by these karmics because we're really just not ready. Yeah. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I really hope that helps. You could be connecting to a Taurus, a Scorpio, an Aquarius, a Leo, an Aries, Sag, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, or Gemini. Could be anybody, but that's the main energy there. All right. Well, let me tell it again. Thank you so much, Fred. Y'all, Fred with his $50 contribution this evening. It was so helpful. Thank you so much. And big shout out to Destiny as well. Thank you to both, like both Aquas representing. Aqua gang, gang, gang. Thank you again so much to all of you guys out there that came to the live. Big shout out to all those that came to the live chat and interacted live, said hello, gave insight, gave feedback. I appreciate you all so much. And do know these are general readings. These are general readings for sure, so they may or may not resonate with you. There's just the energy that's coming through for each of the collective individual signs. I did have someone in the chat that asked about a personal reading. I do offer personal readings. If interested in booking a personal, you just need to visit my website. It's called MekaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, and you can book a personal reading with me. I currently have a couple booked that I need to do in the morning. So if you did book a personal reading with me today, I will be doing your reading in the morning. So thank you so much for the support and your patience. And lastly, big shout out to our mods once again for holding it down. Thank you so, so much. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Don't forget, guys, to like the video, show your girls some love. It's so, so important, guys. It helps me build the channel and also to connect with you all. And I hope these messages gave everybody the inspiration, the love, support, and guidance that they need to look forward to. And if there was any warning messages that came through, hopefully those warning messages kind of gave you guys a lot to think about so you can make sure you make the right appropriate steps moving forward. All right, guys, I'm going to get some shut-eye. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'll be back doing an all signs read for our Soul Tribe channel members on the predictions for August 2025. If you're not a member of our Soul Tribe family, feel free to join. It's only $9.99 per month. It includes a lot of great perks. The information is down at the bottom where that join button is. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Take care. Good night, everyone. Namaste. Thanks for watching.